I see humans who have lost humanity. We must open our eyes. You don't even have to open your eyes very much to see all the evil that has manifested itself in this world. In this reality. Corruption of the government, the poisoning of the citizens of the world, abandoning homeless and those in third world countries to die, while others hoard tremendous wealth. We live in a time where the future can be very scary and overwhelming to many who begin to seek the truth. FEMA camps, depopulation agendas, vaccinations, and the ultimate rise of the New World Order on the horizon. Human growth and evolution is at a critical point. Humans have forgotten. We have forgotten the ways of our ancestors. We have forgotten the ways of the ancients. It is time to break away from their manipulation of separation. They have tried so hard to keep us separated, to keep us fighting each other. Whether it's sex, religion, race, sexual orientation, the have and have-nots, or whether it's over opinion, over ego. Who's going to be the next president? Should Starbucks allow their cups to be red? Which sports team is better? Which religion is better? Depending on what you pick, or what your fellow man picks. Does their opinion really change the course of you living your life? Why should we tell others how to live their lives? They have made us separate from each other. They have created separation lines. They want us living in disharmony from each other. By keeping us in disharmony with different opinions, with different egos, with I'm rights and you're wrongs. They've kept us separate. They've kept us out of unity. They have brought us away from love and towards chaos. Even in opinions of refugees, Donald Trump, all these things that have been put in front of us to create separation. Do you believe any of these things truly matter? Do you really think it matters? We are beings of vibration. We live in a world of vibration. Everything is vibrating at frequencies all around us. The solfeggio scale. The Fibonacci sequence. These things are now proven to be building blocks in all creation, in all matters of being and of reality. They have gotten us out of harmony with each other, with our world, with Mother Earth. Imagine it like this. You have a great band, an ensemble of more than 100 instruments. Now imagine all these musicians walk out to their instruments and no one has sheet music, no one has any harmony, and everybody just plays and blows in their instruments, bangs on their drums. What kind of sound is that to you? Now if they walk out and they have sheet music and they're ready to play in one, and the percussion starts off quiet, and then maybe the strings kick in, and now all of a sudden you have this giant ensemble in unity, in harmony together. What does that sound like to you? Which world do you want to live in? The one of harmony? Or the one of disharmony? We must find unity, and we must find that through love. We must learn to release egos, opinions, rights and wrongs. We are all humans to try and condemn someone because they're homeless, or someone like a refugee who may have been born somewhere different, to try and say Group A is better than Group B, needs to vanish. We are all humankind. We are all one. We are all united. We all should have different opinions. But right and wrong is irrelevant when you truly accept love into your heart, because you care for everybody on the same level, because we are all on the same level. To say one is better than the other because of birthright, or haves and have-nots, or intellectual wealth, or spiritual wealth, doesn't matter. We are all one. We are all equal, and we all deserve the exact same. In a world where lethal weapons are owned and manufactured on the scale they are by our local governments, weapons that can annihilate a population in an instant, do you really think owning a gun is going to change that? I don't advocate for laying down and doing nothing, but we must realize that there is a trinity in all things: mental, spiritual, and physical. They've learned to control this physical realm we call reality. They have kept us out of balance, out of our balance in Trinity. Our true way of defending ourselves and stopping their agenda is through our mental and spiritual awakening, the awakening of love. They have tried so hard to keep us out of this harmony with ourselves by creating fear. Fear has a vibrational frequency. So does love. By doing everything they can to manipulate us into this frequency of fear, they have been able to control us, to keep us separate, and to keep us from realizing our true potential. We need to learn to vibrate at the frequency of love. We need to release these words of terrorism and refugees and release the fear of them. They've manufactured these things to manufacture fear. Whether it's through your news outlets, your Facebook feeds, these things are manufactured and created to be released in a way to control you and to make you afraid. Like I said, there is a balance to everything, good and evil, up and down, positive and negative, happy and sad. They all exist. They are all created and manufactured intentionally. We have been shown, and we are so able to see all of the things to be afraid of, all of the evils. But for those of us who have truly begun our awakening, who have truly begun to research and to travel on a journey, guided by light and purity and love, we have come into contact with many others who are on their own similar journeys towards awakening. This is the other side that is happening right now. There is growth in this side too, and so many people are starting to realize their true potential and the ways of achieving true potential. We live in a very interesting time, and a time that will dictate the history of mankind and the future of mankind. We are on the verge of a new age, of a new time. What side are you going to be on? You can either live by idly and just continue to follow in their path because it's easy, because materialism feels good in your moment in time, and because you can continue to chase materialism hoping to get the same satisfaction each and every time. Or you can learn to live in love and find satisfaction in every moment of every day. Because you realize there's a meaning to life. You realize that we are connected and we are creators with unbelievable potential. Both factions are rising up, the good and the evil. It truly is our choice where we stand and where we are going to go from here. A violent revolution, ordaining these people to be murdered or hurt physically, may feel good, may feel just, but it still feeds into these negative vibrations, these disharmonies. Release them. Release those feelings and learn to live in love. Do the things around you to be kind to one another. You don't have to go unbelievably out of your way to achieve this. Attack the negative thoughts that come into your head, the judgments of others, the egotistical thoughts that have been manifested to be our reality. Challenge those thoughts in your own mind and release them, and replace them with feelings of love, compassion, empathy. People are waking up all over the world. The world is waking up. We are realizing we are all one and we are all connected. The powers that be have truly tried to keep us from disharmony. By creating these separations, they have made us lose our true path. The ancients knew it. All over the world, the ancients knew the secrets of life, the flower of life, the egg of life. These things are important. These things are things that need to be researched because they will never be taught in schools. If you do not think from the moment you were born they have had a manipulation system in place, then you were wrong. The manipulation that so many seem to talk about has a reason and a purpose. It is to keep us sheep. But sheep from what? Sheep from the corrupt things they're doing? No. It is to keep us sheep from who we are as beings. Sheep from the meaning of life. Sheep from our true potential and our true abilities as creators, as spiritual beings. There are other planes of existence all around us. They have kept us so locked and trapped in this plane of existence, this materialistic, egotistic world that so many of you now, deep down inside yourself, feel to be wrong. So many of you deep down inside of yourself have that feeling. Have the feeling that this isn't the way we were supposed to be. We truly are creators of this world and creators of our destiny. Through our emotions and our subconscious being, we need to release everything we think we've learned, everything we think we know through our growth. We need to release our cognitive distortions and learn to grow, learn to live in love, not because of what happened yesterday, or not because of what's going to happen tomorrow, because we are in this moment now, and this is the moment of being, and this is the moment we have. I want you, brothers and sisters, to learn to live in love. We have all these different activist groups, all these different people, so many people striving for the same goal, wanting the same thing, but arguing on how to get there, finding separation on egotism, finding ways to put my name out on something and my face on something so I can appeal and look a certain way. These things are all wrong. These things are all keeping us from our goal. Release separation, release the fighting amongst each other. Live in love to everyone, whether you believe they deserve it or not. Whether they're going to live in love back is irrelevant. We don't hold the door open for somebody so they can say thank you. That's not why we do it. Learn to hold the door open because it's the right thing to do. Because it's love, not because you expect it back, not because you expect return. Give of yourself. Always give of yourself, and the rewards are great. The happiness you will find, the clarity, the positive reestablishment. I wanted to tell you all that we live in a scary time, and these things can be overwhelming and make it look like we have a bleak future. But I just wanted to remind you there was always another side, and the other side is good. Good is rising up against evil. What is good, but if not the ability to live in love? We must all learn to live in love. That is how we win. That is how good will triumph evil.